I got
Tell us about
sued.
it, sister.
Well, let me tell you. As you guys know, and I want to hear your perspective. Yep. As you all know, I have a personal issue with the healthcare industry in the United States.
I know I'm like slightly excited you got sued because you've bragged about doing the thing you've done.
So is this from you just not paying your medical bill?
Hold on, let me get to that. So
that he bragged about doing and gave advice, remember?
So hold on. So I believe that the healthcare industry is corrupt.
Yeah, we all think that.
They are predatory. They exploit and take advantage of people that cannot afford to pay their bill or get medical attention, right? They exploit the poor, the sick. I think it is morally reprehensible industry, right? Morally corrupt. So what I do on an individual basis is I receive a medical bill and I make it horrible for them to find. I make it very difficult.
Sounds so stressful
for them,
for you
to get my money. Okay. So I fight them tooth and nail. I went to an urgent care clinic in Los Angeles, California about a year ago, and they charged me $890, something like that. $890. I said, this is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. It's bullshit. $890. It's the only thing that you, medical care is the only thing you go to in the country, practically, that you don't know how much you're paying and they can't tell you before the fucking procedure happens. Right. So you cannot dispute it. You're just fucked with the bill. Insurance didn't cover it for some fucking reason because I was out of network, whatever. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to fucking pay it. So they chased me down for 11 months. 11 months calling me, emailing me. And the last time they called me, I talked to them on the phone. They said, hey, Mr. Cho, we hear you owe, $890. I'm a debt collector on a recorded line. And I said, oh, really? I said, I'm not going to pay it. You felt like
Liam Neeson in this situation?
I said, I'm not going to fucking pay it. And they said, well, okay. I said, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Sue me?
And they said, yes.
And I hung up the phone. And 3 weeks later, I got served with a lawsuit for $890.
Wait, someone showed up and served you?
Served me. Showed up and served me.
Did they pretend to be like an Uber Eats driver?
No, they just... Hello? Hello?
You opened that?
No, I was curious. I felt like I have to know my threats. So I said, who are you? Well, you're being served. This is a legal matter. I said, Jesus Christ, for what? And I opened it up. I'm like, you got to be f***ing kidding me, for a medical bill? So I called them.
You're the George Costanza of this podcast.
So I call them and I say, hey, I'd like to pay this bill. And they're like, oh, we just served you yesterday. And I said, what? No. You guys sued me over this? They said, yes, we did. And I said, okay, how much do I owe? And they gave me what I owed. I said, okay, I'd like to not pay that. I'd like to negotiate a settlement. And they said, no.
Yeah.
And I said,
who do you think you are here? This is blowing my mind.
And so they said, no. I said, okay.
You need to go back to school.
I said, okay, well, I'd like to pay it in installments.
Why?
They said no.
Well, because I'm trying to make it difficult. Fuck the healthcare system, cutie.
Oh my God, Austin.
So they said, well, we'd have to file paperwork with the court. I said, that's too much work. Here's my debit card.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? But you know what? At the end of the day, so I paid it. It's off my record. The case has been dropped. But one thing I will say is I won. Because over the course of 11 months, they had to chase me, send me letters, make phone calls. They had to get an attorney. They had to pay somebody to come serve me.
Do you ever think that maybe that's why it costs extra? Because they have to have all that staff to hunt people down who haven't paid?
No.
Okay.
I go to this hotel. I have a fantastic stay, right? At one point during my stay, I order 160 euros worth of room service.
Sure.
Cacio e pepe. Wonderful pasta.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Great time.
Considered the cornerstone of all pastas.
It's really, it truly is.
Honestly, I would love to go back to Italy if I could get on a plane.
So I go and I leave this hotel. 2 weeks later, I get an email. Mr. Such and such.
Your name's Austin. You could just...
Yeah, Mr. Austin. Mr. Austin.
Show.
We forgot to charge you 160 euros for your cacio e pepe. 2 weeks later. I was like, so would you please fill out this credit card authorization form so that we can collect? Mind you, on my way out, I gave them my credit card to pay out the room.
Right.
They failed to do so. So I didn't respond to the email. And I said, in my head, I said, I'm not going to pay that. You're a 6-star, 5-star hotel. I paid 1,200 euros a night. You're going to make me waste my time, fill out a credit authorization form, yada, yada, yada. 2 months later, I get an email. Sir, we're waiting for the 160 euros. This is 2021. 2022 rolls around. Get another email. Okay. They have been chasing.
Our family is dying.
Yes. I got an email last week.
This 120 euro
They have
is
been
the last
chasing
money.
me down for 2 years.
Yeah.
For 160 euros.
Yeah, because wait, the price went
Austin, they probably gave it to a debt collection agency.
No, this is the hotel email. 160 euros. And you know what? I'm not fucking paying
I
it.
feel like you should
You're a
pay it.
wanted criminal. Is it
no,
in Florence?
I'm not
Dude,
paying
he's not allowed to go back to Italy.
No.
Is this in Florence?
No, it's in Rome.
Oh.
I'm not paying it. And you know why I'm not paying it? It's a principle.
What
Pay
is
it.
the principle?
You had
pay
an
it.
opportunity to. They made the mistake.
Okay, that's
to
not
collect the money.
fair. That's not fair.
You don't think so?
No, at first I was gonna be on your side just for the funsies.
I will die on this.
No,
hill.
it's literally not fair that
Why?
because you hired the service or something and then you just didn't pay it. It's like Donald Trump.
No. I gave them my card to pay. They failed to collect. I was ready to close out the bill, and they did not collect it.
Who cares?
I'm
There's-
not going to pay after
Well,
that.
now they're
It's
trying
like this.
to.
It's like this. You go to a restaurant, right? You order, I don't know, something, and they forget to charge you for the steak. And then they come back at you and they call you. They say, hey, sir, we forgot to charge you for the steak. 3 weeks later, what are you going to tell them? Well, what are you going to tell them?
I'd say that's impressive customer service that you guys were able to figure that out.
No, it's not great customer service. They should have said, we're an expensive steak restaurant or expensive hotel. Let bygones be bygones.
I see both perspectives.
Okay.
You're a
think
criminal.
It would
not a
be
criminal.
less stressful if you just paid it.
No, I'm not paying.
You
It
are not
won't
allowed to
bother
be.
you.
You are not allowed to step foot in Italy.
Yeah.
You are a 6-star hotel.
You're never going to be able to stay there again.
I don't care.
I have a good Italian story.
Uh-huh.
Are you on my side?
No.
You think I should pay this 160 euros?
Yeah. I'll pay it.
No.
You just stop talking about it.
No.
It's about the principle for Austin.
If you are
The principle of being a bad person.
Yeah. The
No.
principle
Who
of
does not pay his debts.
no, I'm sticking it to the man for the people.
What, of this like boutique family owned hotel where they're
steal from
starving?
Walmart like a normal person.
They are trying to survive,
No,
Austin.
this is a chain hotel.
A
It is-
Mr.
it is a
Show.
chain.
They're chasing me. It's a little weird that they're chasing me down for cacio e pepe from 2 years ago.
It is.
Why
It's
don't
a
you,
little strange.
Why don't you leave them a bad review that says, "Can't believe you're chasing me
No,
down for this
no,
bad
I'm
customer
not going to bring
service."
them down like that.
Mr. Show. We need you. Our family.
So many orders of cacio e pepe. 38 orders of cacio every night. We bring bowl after bowl.
No, it is.
We run out of the pepe and we run out of the cacio.
Nana with her arthritic
I need-
hands crunching the
I need to.
pepper.
One
He has to
second.
call
I
his
need to call my
driver.
from my bag. Hold on.
Tell him we loved the pasta.
I will.
Negotiating to no success. Nobody's taking.
No. Wait.
I got angry.
To no success, you're lying. You're doing it. You're sport fucking.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
negotiate people down on
Yes.
places you don't actually want.
That's true. I've been successful in a couple places that I don't actually want because the location's off. But I said I'm too deep into this. I'm gonna negotiate it down. Success.
You're a flirt.
I know.
You're
I'm
a
a flirt.
goddamn realist.
But the problem is, it's not working for the places that I fucking want.
because you're fucking you're batting with the little leagues, and then when you go into the fucking MLB, you're used to swinging for the fences.
Yeah.
You need to tune it up.
I know.
You need to actually start negotiating for places you do want.
It's
more
frustrating to me.
frequently. Maybe places that you're kind of iffy on.
Yeah. Well, I have an agent now.
Yeah, okay.
And the agent is frustrating because I want to talk to the guy. I want to do the negotiating. You know what I mean? I want to talk directly to the guy. And so
You're the guy in a fraternity that goes to a bar and just seduces women and just to do it.
Yeah.
Not even
he
to sleep
did that.
with them.
He's gay. He
Not
did
even to
that.
sleep, but not even to sleep with them. Just to go in and be like, hey.
for sport? Yeah.
sport.
I've done that. I did that
He
in
does
college.
that right now.
I did it in college.
I
I walked the girl home and then I sent her
at
on
a
her way.
certain point, you're gonna move to LA, and I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna turn to us and be like, "I should have done this years ago," and we're
I
both
know.
gonna crash out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my
That's what's going to
God.
happen. But anyway, funny thing happened. My agent was negotiating a deal with a guy.
Okay,
And I was like,
let me get in there.
yes. So what I did is I called posing as another person. Okay, so this was the deal.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
All right, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Pause.
Here's the deal.
Pause.
All right.
Pause the fucking story.
Yeah.
You deceived your own agent?
No. Hear me out. So the agent told me that there was another person that was offering a price on the property. This property had been sitting for like 60 days. So I wasn't buying it. I was like, there's no way there's another offer. This is just a ploy.
This is a white knight.
Yeah, this is a ploy to get the price up. So this is what I did. I was like, I'm going to call faking as another interested buyer. Right?
Now, you didn't happen to do a voice to disguise your
No,
own, did you?
no, because it didn't matter because he never heard me before. That'd be crazy.
This is
Yeah.
he
So-
went straight to the source.
Went straight to the source. So I was like, hey, I'm calling about your property on such and such. And anyway, come to find out, the guy was telling the truth, and there was another interested buyer.
You're so
But anyway,
dumb.
so I was like, okay, not to ruffle any feathers, I'm going to say I'm not interested. Okay?
okay.
Because then I'll let my agent take it, and we can negotiate from there, and I'll act like I'm another person.
I hope the guy was like some random dude with a very raspy voice that kept saying he has a polyp.
No.
Called up
No.
and then only to hang
This
up.
is the funny part. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But my agent gets a text from the guy saying, "Hey, is your client Austin Show?"
No.
Because he just called us and said he wasn't interested in the property, so we don't want to waste your time. And I'm like, how the fuck did they know?
They caught you.
Yeah, because I couldn't help. I got all chatty. I said I'm a gay guy. I got this guy moving in with me, and I fucking blew it. I fucking blew it, and we lost the house. We lost the fucking house. Because they thought
You
we were.
already said you weren't interested.
No, but
no, the fake guy wasn't
the
interested.
whole process, basically what ended up happening is the whole process, they thought we were just shiesty people because I was calling behind the agent.
They correctly knew that you were a shiesty person.
No, they got me.
read you to film.
They got me. And anyway, and so they went with another buyer because they liked the profile of the buyer better. That's why.
You are like
Okay, so just to my credit,
Yeah.
remember when you said you'd be able to negotiate
Yes.
this down, no problem?
Yes.
You
The
just
problem
got
is
caught.
the agent got in the fucking way. Okay, I would have been able to do it on my own if the agent wasn't in my way. Okay.
no, you
Are we
couldn't.
gonna have to have a fucking intervention for you?
I can't help it.
Dude,
This is 2.5 years.
I know.
Austin.
I'm trying my best.
dude, no, you're not.
I'm trying my best.
You're not. You're
gonna
trying your
move-
worst.
You're gonna move directly into a retirement home in Los Angeles. You're gonna move into Shady Acres.
I know. Anyway, so I ended up booking a room at the Bellagio.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, turns out I show up to the Bellagio and something horrible happened. I get
A
to
murder.
What?
No, I get to the front desk.
Someone was stabbed.
No, I get to the front desk and I realize they say, "Well, Mr. Show, your reservation was canceled."
That's what was the awful thing that happened.
Yeah, you showed up to a hotel. Imagine if you showed up to a hotel.
Imagine.
Imagine, and your reservation was canceled.
The horror.
You'd be calling me. Is what you'd be doing.
Yeah.
You'd be hopeless.
I'd be calling
Helpless.
my Vegas.
So
rep.
immediately, I'm starting to see dollar signs because I'm like, oh my god, they just canceled my reservation. I've
Yeah.
got status at the hotel. I'm gonna get free rooms. I'm gonna do all this.
Wait,
Yeah, chat. If you're listening,
the moment that your reservation was canceled, you're like opportunity.
You
Yes.
are. If you didn't have your streaming career, you'd be a slip and fall guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. 100%.
see Mr. Show
100%.
just waiting for a mop puddle. What? Oh, my bag. Did I mention I'm gay? This is a hate crime, I think. I'm gonna need a free room.
So, Chad, if you're listening right now, whenever something goes wrong at a hotel, don't look at it as it's an opportunity, right? So I immediately, I'm like, oh my God, opportunity. So I said, look, per policy, if you have to walk me to another hotel, you got to put me up in another place that I might, my choice, right? So I'm like, what? How did this happen? I need to know how this happened. I was being very polite, of course, as I always am. And I'm starting to be like, look, something has to be done here.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Turns out I'm in the fucking wrong. I forgot to update my credit card on my account.
Ooh.
It is actually a strategy I use. I use an expired card on my account so I can book reservations that are prepay reservations. So, but if I just decide not to show up, what are they going to charge? I don't have a card on my file. But this hotel's policy is they will cancel your reservation if the card doesn't work.
Right.
So, and then I'm like, okay, shit, it was my fault. So
But how do I spin this?
So what I did was
You are a slip and fall guy.
So
That is, he's not becoming one. He is
so
one.
I say, look, hey, I said, look, I understand. I made a mistake.
But I was not given a call.
So
You did not alert. How embarrassing.
I said that, but I wasn't like, I was nice about it. And I opened up my email as I'm saying that. They sent me an email telling me that they're going to do it. So I said, shit, how the fuck am I going to spin this?
I hope they removed you from the premises.
Just wait.
after this.
I wasn't being obnoxious. I said, look, I understand you sent me an email, but right after that email, you sent me a welcome letter and information on where to join the VIP thing. So I thought everything was okay.
Yeah.
And I missed this other email that was buried amongst
Too many
all your
emails.
other welcome emails.
What is your policy on emails?
So I said, so they said, we're so sorry we found you a room, but it's not the room you booked. I said, well,
I can't pay for that.
yeah. So I said, surely there's something that can be done. I understand I did make a mistake, but with how loyal I am, surely there's the benefit of the doubt. A human expectation should come into play. So they said, well, sir, you made the mistake. We can't do that. I said, okay, I truly understand. It's very disappointing. This is the first time I've stayed here, but I do understand. And then I said, would you just talk to your manager? I'd like to speak to them in person. And so they end up.
Okay, I need to pause you.
Yeah.
Why?
You have to enjoy this.
Of course he does.
Yeah, there's just you're like
Listen, can I be honest?
This is a multi. For the record,
I think I know what's going on in your brain. Like when secret agents snap into that mode where they're like blending in, like doo doo. I think in his mind, it's the game.
He's Jason
I
Bourne.
do it for the game. It's fun. Well, also like
Catch and release.
You're like a touch deprived leopard.
And for the record, the person in front of me, you don't want to, when you're doing this, you have to understand the person you're speaking to does not have the authority in the situation.
How many people were
It's not
behind
what
you
you
in
get.
line?
It's getting.
How many people were behind you in line?
Nobody. I was at the concierge lounge.
I get it.
I was at the concierge lounge. So I was talking to this lady who I was like, please, I told her, I was like, I know it's
So
not
they
your
send
fault.
the manager.
I know it's not your fault. So the manager doesn't want to come. So they call and they're like, sir, for your inconvenience, we've given you $300 in food and beverage credit. And we've also found you a suite with a view of the fountain. I said, great. So then they call me and they're like, but it's not ready yet. I said, okay, no worries. I'll be back. I got to do a stream.
Yeah.
I'll come back later. They call me on the phone. They say, sir, we found you a room, but it doesn't have a view of the fountain.
Oh.
And I said,
I was really looking forward to that fountain. I get it now. Hasan unplugged.
So I said, look, you know what? If the view of the fountain works, then no problem. That's fine. Yeah. I'm okay with it. I appreciate you taking the effort.
I did kind of set my expectations.
No. But you're really nice about it. I said, look, totally okay. I would really, what would make this perfect though? If you could upgrade me to another suite.
Yeah.
I said, totally okay if you don't do it. No worries. I really appreciate your help. Give me a call back. Call me back.
Would kill you.
Wait, let him.
Call me back 5 minutes later. Mr. Show, we found a suite, upgraded you with a view of the fountain. And also your $300 beverage credit. And also they reduced the rate to a standard room.
And you got off.
And I loved it. It was
No, he didn't mean you got off.
But
He
guess
means you
what?
nutted.
Guess
You
what?
got off a little bit.
I'm telling that.
Did you do one of these?
Yes, I actually literally did that. The same thing. But you know what?
I'm tapped.
You know what? This goes back to my original philosophy. This is good business because guess what? I'm telling all you guys, it was the Bellagio.
Yeah.
And they took care of me. So guess where I'm going next time I go to the f***ing Bellagio.
He's like the f***ing Luxor. Where this would not happen.
No, the Bellagio. It was an amazing experience. Now, for those of you at home,
But you said you didn't have fun.
What? Oh, yeah, because in Vegas you want to party, right? But I ordered rooms. I had fun by myself. I had room service. I ordered breakfast.
The trip was terrible, but the room.
Yeah, it was beautiful room. Okay, but here's the deal. For the folks at home, I want to be very clear here. At no point in this process did I ever berate a service worker. Okay, I was always kind
you're just annoying.
and thoughtful. Maybe a little bit annoying, but squeaky wheel gets the grease or whatever the fuck.
That's it.
Right? So if you're doing this, at no point are you ever justified to berate a service worker at any point because chances are the person you are talking to has no say or sway in the situation. You need to search for those with the power to do something. Do not sit and yell. Never raise your voice. I'll express at the most disappointment.
Is there a lot of pressure being a hero?
Look.
You're a terrorist.
I'm not.
Leave him alone.
Look at what I've done.
I think in my heart, I'm feeling anger when I first hear a story like this. But there's also a little bit, aside from the resentment, there's also a little bit of envy. Because there's no
You couldn't
way
do that.
in hell would I ever in a million years.
You don't have the patience for that.
No,
grift.
you don't
you don't have the patience for that grift.
Yeah, I'd be like, put me in a box. Just I don't care. Do you have internet connection? Just I'll be in the box.
Load me in the broom closet.
I'd be like, I don't care. Just put me in a box. It's fine.
But see, that's what they love. They make money on you over and over again. But with me, I stick
can't.
it to the corporation.
I can't.
I know how much money they make, and that's why I do what I do.
Crazy.
I had a flight canceled on me yesterday.
Okay. All right.
And I am in a intense dispute with the airline.
Okay.
I need to know if I'm out of line here.
What's the dispute?
I had a flight yesterday out of Los Angeles.
Right.
That was delayed by 3 hours. No problem. It was delayed at 9:24 a.m. Okay.
Okay.
I traveled to the airport. I was like, no problem. The flight's leaving at 11. No issue. Not even worried about it. Not even complaining about it. That's something austinshow doesn't complain about. Okay.
Right.
I get to the airport, go through the baggage claim, do the thing. Everything's great. Show up to the gate at 10:35.
Yes.
To hear an announcement that the flight is canceled.
Oh no.
This is what the company did. This is what the airline did. They canceled the flight due to air traffic control. Okay? When an airline cancels a flight due to air traffic control, they prevent the consumer due to the laws of the Department of Transportation. They prevent the consumer from claiming compensation. So the airline is not liable for compensation when they cancel something due to air traffic control.
Yes.
When they cancel something due to air traffic control, it means air traffic control, something happened out of their control to prevent the flight from taking off. Okay?
Okay.
This is the fucked up part. The air traffic control situation, because I'm an aviation geek, they knew about 12 hours prior. Are you with me?
Wait. How did you know that?
Because at approximately 2300 Zulu, or 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe I'm messing up my time.
This man said Zulu!
At 6, no, but hear me, I'm right on this.